Good day. Hope everybody out there is having a good one. See, first time to the channel, what we do around here is we follow people's suggestions rather than following algorithms. It's led us to find a whole bunch of some more musics and things than we ever would have found any other way. So if finding new musics and all that kind of stuff, or just new stuff in general is your thing, then maybe take a look around. Hit the subscribe button. We got a bunch of playlists and stuff. All sorts of artists, genres of music, areas, regions, stuff that you probably never knew existed or never knew you needed in your life or never knew was going to be your new favorite thing. And this is something that came to me. I think this song is it's going to get its own playlist by now. So we've done this song in so many different variations already, but this was something that I really this was something that was thrown to me that really came out of left field. This is Carles Benavent and Paco De Lucia doing Entre Dos Aguas. This is live. Let's check this out. This is Carlos. His entrance. Look at that. That is cool. Look at that hollow body guitar like that. Dude. This is way cool. This guy already. These chords that he's throwing out are very light. There it is. way cool, man. Right there. Yeah, Carles Benavent. Benavent. I'm bad with names, man. But yeah, wasn't that awesome? Whoa, it's like like flamenco bass. Um, yeah, way cool. Also, like I was saying during the thing, like the way that he plays, like these layered chords. They're not just like boom, 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 boom. I mean, he's playing these. That you there's very few bassists out there that you hear do that. And do it well, and you recognize them, and you remember them. We you know like I was talking about earlier, like Les Claypool. There was like some of his what he was doing was like reminiscent of stuff that you would hear, especially on like Sailing the Seas of Cheese, or stuff like that. This is Rada. I love that how they brought that whole like funk element into this, and how he just that is really cool. I'm gonna be trying to learn more about this. This came at me out of left field, and I was like, whoa, what is this? So wanted to definitely talk about it, and there's a couple things too that I noticed. Like right, yeah. Let's see if I can get a shot. The monitors. If you see, the monitors are right up. They're like right here. Usually the monitors are down in front, but they got him like right up beside him. Like, see, like they're right there. That's usually not like how it's set up, and they I I guess they really wanted to make sure that he's in his own. He knows he's hearing exactly what he wants to hear and just what he wants to hear. And that's the thing too, is there is a lot going on this stage. Everybody's got to be plugged in somehow, and everybody's going to be kind of dependent on somebody else, and everybody's kind of obviously looking to Paco, and he's leading the way. And so, but yeah, some of the things he was pulling, like he makes this song new every damn time I listen to it. And it's just neat how he like can pull tricks, like, oh yeah, you thought you knew the song, right? Yeah, watch this. Watch me do something you haven't seen before. And it's like and like going right off the fretboard, right down. I mean, he was scooping right down into the cutout, like boom, like high, like yeah, and maintaining it, and the stuff that he's just, how he's able to roll around. Some of the stuff just goes without saying, but the way that he's able to like roll around, do whatever he wants, and go all these places, and then come right back on a mark wherever he wants to, and it all be just yeah, it's godly. And there's a reason Paco was held at such high esteem. It's for good reason. But this was a very cool way to see this, because it's usually always been led, or and introduced or whatever through Paco. I've not so hearing it this introduction like this, and it's yeah, and it really again, for you people out there starting guitar or whatever, this is definitely a genre you want to dip your toes into, just to really be like, whoa, you can do that. Like, there's a lot of that in this genre, and I think it will really broaden your horizons or make you think outside of that box that you get taught in. And, that's, we get taught music in these like structured ways that are, juxtaposed to, the way that a lot of, music around the world, it's like it's not all like that. And, there's different timings and stuff that if you get stuck in this one way of thinking about music and you don't look at these other places, you're really kind of selling yourself short, and you're not, you're not going to try things, or you're never going to be like, hey, that was that time I was watching this Paco vid and I'm going to try, and hey, you might not pull it off, but then you come up like, wow, what is that? And that's how greatness is made. So yeah, it's just, yeah. And we're all always like standing on the shoulders of giants. And this was very cool to see, and how he, you know, it's like you could be somebody else introducing his song. You could be one of the best bassists in the world. He'll still, command the presence on that stage, and he's just, yeah, he's the man. And I think yeah, this is 2001. I think. I'm gonna check and make sure that I got all the facts right on the video. But yeah, we're gonna be checking out more from this bassist, and more stuff. Like, is there more like flamenco bass players I should be checking out? Because I didn't even really think of this aspect of this angle, and now I'm kind of like, really? We've come this far, and now I'm just starting to. Yeah. See, it's like the more you think you know, the more you find out you don't know anything. But it's so cool though, learning, that it's like this fresh feeling, learn all these cool new things. It's like you get to a certain point in music where it's like you think you've heard it all. You think and then you start really digging into other cultures and stuff from around the world and how they approach musics and stuff, and you really get a sense, and a lot of a culture's stories told through their music, and you just gotta pay attention. And it's and flamenco is a great example of that. There's a lot of other musics from other countries from around the world that are similar in what they try to pull off, but there's nothing quite like flamenco. And yeah, it's just the whole package. There's just so much to it, and we could sit and talk about this genre all day and still just be scratching the surface. And and then we have some newer artists like Rosalia that we were just talking about. So it's just, yeah, and there's so much on that album. I just did a review of that. If you want to check that out, and definitely, I can tell you right now, just go check out the album. It's brilliant. It's in like upteen languages, and it's awesome. There's just no excuse. I don't care what language you listen to it in. It's gonna be awesome. But yeah, definitely go check out Mr. Paco De Lucia, Carles, and obviously Rosalia. And we're going to have you all linked up to all the flamenco, the playlists, and all the things. So like I said, if you find new music and all that's what you're into, you might want to hit the subscribe button, take a look around. Like, comment, do all of those cool things. Let us know about a awesome band or an artist or somebody that we should be checking out and sharing them with the rest of the class, because that's how we do this thing. That's how we find more music, is putting on you peeps to show the way, because wow, there's an awful lot of awesome music out there. And yeah, I think there's a lot of people that would be very surprised at the music that they're missing out on. So yeah, take a look around, let me know what you think, and definitely above all, have a great day, and we will see you in the next one.